And if you're watching us on the web, thank you for joining us. Here we go again. Another pursuit. This is going to be right now in the, let's call this the Pacoima area. High speeds right now on the 210 freeway. Was using the center divider. Was going the wrong way on Foothill Boulevard. LAPD, they are in tracking mode. Can you believe that? Tracking mode. But that's what they're in. It does look like there's more than one person inside that car, though, using multiple lanes. Who's over it? Who's lighting it up? LAPD airship. I think that's going to be 16. Look at that, using the center lane, the emergency lane once again. Now, LAPD, they do have some cars behind it, but right now this car moving so quickly that they're calling this, they're still calling this technically a following. They're a tracking mode, not a following, tracking mode. The helicopter is keeping an eye on where it's going and how fast. I can look out the window. I can tell you I do see reds and blues behind it. I'm going to get you they're saying it's over 100 miles an hour right now. I don't know if that's so sure, if I'm so correct. I'm taking a look and seeing what we're doing. We're not really exactly tracking it, but I would say probably right about the 100 mile an hour mark. This car moving along very, very quickly on the 210. You know, if he stays on the 210 freeway, we got a bit of an upgrade, or a hill coming up that's going to be a pretty steep grade. It's probably going to slow that car down a little bit, and also might put a strain on the motor, maybe start seeing some sort of overheating, might bring this to an end. But take a look at that. Passing Wheatland now, we're moving so quickly. We're out of the Pacoima area. We're going to be getting into the La Cañada area shortly. This pursuit, though, just keeps on moving along, using the middle lanes right now. Light is brought to us by the LAPD, but I can tell you there are some units behind it. I saw some reds and blues. Got a little bit of a bump there. Another little bit of bump. Looks like we're getting off the freeway. We're just getting off the freeway right now. It looks like we're going to be getting off on Osborne out here. We're going to be taking northbound off the 210 pursuit. That's what we're looking at. Sorry about that pause right there. A little bit of a confusion what was going on, but we've been watching this for a little bit of a time now. This is in tracking mode, but take a look at these speeds. I would not be shocked if LAPD re-engages this pursuit very, very soon. Extremely high speeds. When we were on the freeway, on the 210 freeway, it speeds easily in the 100 miles an hour. Now that we're on the surface streets once again, we're northbound Sunland, coming up on the foothill right there, making a turn, getting into a residential neighborhood. LAPD helicopter overhead. What the original one is, we don't know. We're trying to get that information. Right now, though, we're going to be in the Sunland area, and he's on a smaller surface street. But I can tell you, LAPD overhead right now. Doors open. Yeah, there you go. The doors are open. He's parking it right there. We're going to get you a street right here in just a moment. Two people. We knew there was somebody in the passenger seat. That guy running, he's got a cell phone on. It's going to be a nice bright light. Apperson is one of the streets is where we're at. Apperson and Sherla. There you go. First of the LAPD arriving. They didn't have to wait long to get that one guy in custody. Basically, was pulled over. Both of them just giving up right there. We're on Apperson, and didn't get the cross, but we're definitely in the Sunland Tonga area. Sorry about that earlier on, a little confusion right there. We got both of them going into custody right now. This pursuit started out in the Pacoima area, and we followed it on the 210 for a little bit, but pretty quick, pretty fast driving. But they basically just found this area right here. Sherman Grove and Apperson is where we're at right now. Vehicle just pulled over, stopped. LAPD took 2 people into custody. Oh, yeah, Jeff, that guy is a passenger. He got out. He basically walked over there, went ahead and just sat down. The other person, the driver, in the trees area, that might have tried to make an effort to get into that house, seems to know where he was going. But as I understand it, I heard them say 2 persons in custody right now, so that would be the only 2 that we saw jump out of that car. That's the other guy right there, and the white T-shirt, the other T-shirt guy is right there. Yeah. That's what they kept saying, Apperson and Sherman Grove, Apperson and Sherman Grove. And to the booth, I'm sorry, guys. You guys should have just shouted at me. I didn't know we were going live, and I hope we weren't. Well, I wasn't rambling on the web that entire. I mean, I was talking on the web, but I wasn't. I didn't know we were live on television. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read the street. Yeah, it's definitely Apperson. I can read that street. I'm going to see if we can get the cross, but I heard him say Laurel Grove. Copy all, thank you. My awesome assignment desk working was right there. A little bit of confusion. That's how live television is made. If there's no confusion, it's not live. You know, so basically what was going on is I was chatting with you guys on the web. Somewhere along the line they must have taken us live on KCAL, so there was a little bit of confusion right there. But at any rate, we got the end of this. Two males in custody right now. Basically just parked that car. Both of them jumped out. That passenger just given up pretty quick. The driver right there talking with officers from LAPD. I always kind of wonder what that conversation is. I wish we had a mic where we could drop it down, because they always seem to be very chatty there at the end of these chases. But right now, though, this another pursuit coming to an end at the in the Sunland-Tahunga area. And original want, still not really sure what it was, but definitely a chase out here in the northern part of the valley this evening. Two in custody, LAPD. They were there when it came to an end. Back with you once again. Coming to an end out here at Sherman Grove, and Apperson. LAPD still out here swarming the area. The vehicle right there. That was the one that they were chasing earlier on. Pretty high speeds, probably about over 100 miles an hour on the 210. I believe it has dealer tags. But let's take a look. Maybe it doesn't. But I believe it is a dealer plate. Dealer plate for sure. And you guys listening on Facebook, thank you so much for your time. It was another quickie out here tonight, but definitely a pursuit coming to an end with a very nice parking job, but he did park in the red. Two guys jumped out. The passenger gave up super quick. The driver made a little bit more of an effort, but in the end, both into custody without any kind of shenanigans. Just kind of gave up, and it all came to an end. Officers from LAPD are searching the vehicle. You got the passenger right there, and then the driver was over here. Yep, he's still out there. Nobody was injured, no crashes, but speeds well over 100 miles an hour this evening on the 210 freeway. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you in a little bit. More dirty laundry in the trunk.